This is under the scam alert portion of the news podcast, or broadcast, actually. Broadcast. I want to tell you something, folks. There's a big scam in the United States going on with our Social Security system. Matter of fact, there's a lot of lawyers on television that claim that you can win if you file with us. Lots of them claim this and do this, but these people that are getting these winning settlements, with our government, really aren't really true recipients that deserve to receive these benefits. All they are doing is scanning a vulnerable, weak system, and getting away with loads of cash. Let me translate. There's a lot of lawyers, like on the syndicated show called 60 Minutes, that aired an excerpt on this phenomena that's going on in Kentucky and Virginia, and probably in every state in the United States of America. What these people are doing is, they get unemployment, and then it runs out, and then all of a sudden they got this illness or ailment, or they go and, they get hired lawyers, and of course there's people that fabricate information and forge it, and they make it look like they have a real legit case of a disability, when really they don't have a disability at all. What they're doing is preying on a system and taking advantage of resources that should not be given out. And yet they're giving them out because they're getting lawyers to lie to them and falsify records. As a matter of fact, they proved that on some lawyer in Kentucky actually has been indicted and also has been suspected of doing this. And of course, we'll hear more and more as these revelations do come out and come true. I think in the end, we're going to have a lot of lawyers going to prison for this falsified stuff. And the people that have gypped at the government, the Social Security Administration, out of this money will also be having to go to jail as well. So I think there's going to be a big roundup of a lot of people going to jail here in a little bit due to these scam practices that have been going on by lawyers, and also taking advantage of a vulnerable, weak system for not legitimate purposes. Because half the people, what's happening is that half the people that were rejected went to these lawyers, and about 30% of those people that were rejected from Social Security Administration went to there, and 30 of them were gotten money by dishonest means. So keep your eyes open to that. This is a scam alert where Social Security is being taken advantage of people that don't really need it. Yet they're coming up with fake illnesses and making up things because they don't want to go and find a job, because in the area where they live, the factory closes. So what they do is they go and file for Social Security. Then if they don't get it through the Social Security Administration, what they do is they go and, hire a lawyer that is crooked that actually gets the money for them. And they're not even a really good lawyer. They're just using law to their advantage and finding loopholes and using it in the incorrect ways. And, of course, there's a judge in Kentucky that this lawyer is a friend with that actually is what made him really successful, to give him over 1,800 and some cases that the government's really looking into right now. So I think there's going to be a lot of people going to jail here before long on that. And, and of course, what about the aliens coming to this country? They didn't work. They don't deserve Social Security. They should be getting Social Security. They're, number one, they're not American. Number two, they don't have the green card. And number three, they're not a U.S. citizen, and therefore that's all the reason why you don't give people that come from other countries money, because they don't deserve it and they don't qualify for it, and that's not grounds or bias or basis to give them money, because that's being a criminal by giving money to people that don't have a disability or a condition, that are getting free money that should not be getting it at all. They should be going out there and working like the immigrants did before they came up with this Social Security Reform Act for the aliens coming in here. Or they don't like that word, but Puerto Ricans coming in here. Okay? And anyone else coming in here. Because you go to any other country in the world, like I said, they don't give free money out. We don't do that. We shouldn't do that either. Because that's why our debt is so enormous too. It's part of imploding this country. As I really do believe that. We should not be giving money to people that don't, need it, or people that get lawyers to make up conditions that people have that never had those conditions. Because there's no way to diagnose melanoma. There's no way to diagnose that where you have arthritis in your joints and all over your body is what I'm trying to say. Fibromyalgia, I can't even say it. I can if I think about it, but you know what I'm talking about. And there's a lot of people that say they may have this thing and get it on paper by falsifying means and getting people to know how to fill out forms and not telling the truth. And you can't prove if they have it or not. So, that's what we got to look into. That's a scam alert to warn you about. A scam alert on the Social Security Administration. We need to crack down on it, folks. And get these people locked up, and including these lawyers that are behind this, too. And the people that took money that wasn't theirs that they should not have gotten. It's Michael DeSilva in the news with Scam Alert.